The man in the yellow sweater is trainer Teddy Atlas, who trains Tyrone the Harlem Butcher Jackson, and the man next to him to his left is actor Willem Dafoe, star of Platoon, and understand he's working out for an upcoming role in a movie.
And you know, some of the gym guys say that he's learned so quick that he could probably fight 4 rounds right now. That I doubt, Sam. You know, they always say that it's not that easy.
And they say he's good. Willem Dafoe in attendance tonight. We are set for more boxing action. Let's go to ring announcer Ed Darian. He's had a lot of introductions tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is scheduled for 4 rounds, and it's in the junior middleweight division. In the ring at this time, the man in charge of the scheduled 4-round junior middleweight bout, referee Al Lobianco. And now, my good friends, introducing the principals. First, in the blue corner, wearing the black trunks with the white trim. He weighed in at an even 149 pounds. This young man has 1 win, 1 loss with 2 draws. A native of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and now residing here in the Big Apple of New York City. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Mike Pitbull Brown. And his opponent in the red corner, wearing the black trunks with the white lettering. He weighed in at an even 152 pounds. This gentleman is making his professional boxing debut. A 3-time New York Golden Gloves champion from Brooklyn, New York. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to the pro ranks, Ronald McCall.
The 11th, 17th, so go.
Ronald McCall in his pro debut. The former Golden Glover from New York. With a definite height and reach advantage on Mike Brown. Mike Brown has had some interesting fights here at the Felt Forum. A couple of draws.
Let's go, gentlemen. Round 1, next.
Again, Sam, we're at that pro debut for Ronald McCall. You know, a lot of, again, it's for these kids, they have to get hit a couple of times and learn to relax, because it's a big step for them when they're having their first professional fight.
Nice moves by McCall in there.
Well, again, he was an amateur champion. We've seen Brown come back pretty good in fights. Sam was seemed to be outclassed, and a lot of courage, and he keep winging away and put himself back into the fights.
McCall popping the jab nicely, showing good movement. No surprises on the card tonight. The favorites, the local favorites, all winners. Tyrone Jackson, Alex Stewart, Ronaldo Snipes, Seamus McDonough coming through with victories.
The Ronaldo Snipes fight was worth the price of admission, Sam. That was an exciting, dramatic would be the word, wouldn't you say so?
Well, entertaining too, because that's the way Snipes is. And when you see Snipes cut and hurt, yeah, he adds some drama to it. Brown trying to stay with McCall on the jab.
Well, he's not going to out-jab McCall, Sam. He's going to have to make McCall fight and get him into a brawl, but he's not going to outpoint him. Not boxing this way.
Christmas candy canes being tossed out by the ring card girls to the fans here. Over 2,200 in attendance tonight here at the Felt Forum. A good crowd on hand.
Break, step back.
for the final fight night of 1988. January the 12th, 1989. We start a new year. We'll start the second round in just a moment.
Hold on. Ronnie, why don't you go behind the head? Turn around, Ron.
A fellow volunteer. Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States.
Every day, Americans just like these give of their time and energy to improve the quality of life in their communities through their private sector initiatives. In our schools, churches, synagogues, and hospitals, in our parks, streets, and communities, America's volunteers are touching.
Sam Rosen and Gil Clancy ringside here at Madison Square Garden's Felt Forum. This is fight night at the Felt Forum, and we're wrapping it up with a 4-round junior middleweight bout. Ronald McCall, the taller fighter in the all-black trunks, making his pro debut. Mike Brown in his 5th pro fight, 1-1 with 2 draws. This is round 2, scheduled for 4.
That's what Brown's going to have to do. He's going to have to try to bull McCall and make him fight, because he's certainly, McCall is just too rangy and has an educated left jab. If it just keeps going this way, one round will be the same as the other. All for McCall. Of course, that's my opinion. The judges, we're not too sure.
Judges haven't had to work hard tonight. A couple of decisions, but they were easy ones. 4-0 all the way across. James Buddy McGirt, Edwin Rosario, Gino Gelormino. They're all on the card, scheduled to be on the card, January the 12th as we start 1989. Fight night at the Felt Forum. Talked to Michael Olajide a little while ago. He was by at ringside after undergoing eye surgery, and he expects to be out a few more months.
Well, it's better to be safe than sorry, Sam. I mean, he can wait, let it heal properly, and then he can get right back into training. But if you try to rush it, you can injure it again, and then it's a much more serious problem.
Suffered a fractured eye socket in training. He was scheduled to be on this card tonight. In attendance tonight, one of the middleweight champions, Aran Barkley, was here. And also the former light heavyweight champion, Donnie Lalonde, who's been doing some acting and waiting for perhaps a WBC ruling on a fight for the vacant light heavyweight championship. He hopes to be in there. The championship vacated by Sugar Ray Leonard after he took the title from Donnie Lalonde last month.
You know, there are going to be so many champions around now, Sam, with that new WBO. I mean, it's very difficult to keep track of who's a champion and who isn't.
Time winding down in round 2. If it gets the fighters more money, that's good. I'm all for that for the fighters. End of round 2. Quiet fight thus far. The taller Ronald McCall seems to have things under control. Brown, as has been the case in his first 4 fights, he really is not an aggressive fighter. He doesn't go out. He doesn't do enough to win fights. He hangs in there. He's competitive.
Well, you know, in the corner, they should be, they should say to the fighter, look, hey, this guy has 2 rounds in the bank already. You're going to have to do something to change, you know?
McCall with a good combination. Bringing that right hand in nicely behind the jab.
Nice move over. You see that step over to the side? Sam, step over to the right. That's a good move. I mean, it's unbelievable if Brown can be content to just stay there like that.
Good people in Ronald McCall's corner, including the man who guided him through the amateur ranks, George Washington. Man who guided Mark Breland through the amateurs.
George has been around a long, long time. Sam, he was a good durable heavyweight when he fought back just after the Civil War.
How would you know? Were you around then?
My grandmother told me. You remember George Washington?
Brown very wide with his punches. Good jabs.
You're right, Sam. Brown just does not fight like a winner.
Yeah. And
He's
we've
a
seen him
stayer.
several times, and this is the same pattern. And you would think he would learn from that, having fought 4 fights and not won in 3 of them. He did have 2 draws, but he just hasn't done enough to win fights.
Whoa, stop punching. Stop punching.
Good job by Aldo Bianco. He's sharp in there.
Well, that's these good, young, well-conditioned referees. Arthur McCanty, Aldo Bianco.
He's quick. His commands are distinctive and decisive. That one landed on the back of the left shoulder.
It was so wide that it almost knocked out Aldo Bianco, and he was across the ring.
Time winding down in round 3.
The best in sports from the Southwest and around the country on Home Sports Entertainment tomorrow.
What would it be like to play in a Pro-Am with Tom Watson?
If you see anything I can improve, Tom, just speak up.
You have to turn your back to the target every time you make a full swing.
Oh, thanks, Tom. You got any more pointers?
The best one of all. You get a lesson every month.
Golf Digest. Call 800-228-6605 for a full year of Golf Digest for $12.77. 46% off the cover price. Order now and also get golf lessons from the pros free. Call 800-228-6605.
4th and final round, and the final round of the evening. There are no more fights after this one. This will wrap it up and wrap up 1988 for Fight Night at the Felt Forum. And from everyone involved with Madison Square Garden Boxing, Madison Square Garden Network, Gil and myself, we wish you a happy holiday season and a happy and healthy new year. We'll see you January the 12th. Thursday night, Fight Night at the Felt Forum to begin 1989.
Now let's get back to boxing a little bit.
Oh, okay.
If I was in Brown's corner, I'd say, hey, you have to score a knockout to win this fight. You have to become aggressive. Back the guy up, push him in the corner, try to make a raw with you.
This is a good opening fight for Ronald McCall, who had a good amateur career. He's shown some good things. The thing I've liked best about him, Gil, is the jab and movement.
Very, very good. Very good foot movement and a good snappy left jab. I'd like to see him in with a guy that opens up a little bit more to bring something out of him.
Sure.
You know, it's very difficult to fight a guy that just stays there like a turtle, you know, in complete defense.
And from everyone involved with Madison Square Garden Boxing, Madison Square Garden Network, Gil and myself, we wish you a happy holiday season and a happy and healthy new year. We'll see you January the 12th, Thursday night, Fight Night at the Felt Forum to begin 1989.
Now let's get back to boxing a little bit.
Oh, okay.
If I was in Brown's corner, I'd say, hey, you have to score a knockout to win this fight. You have to become aggressive. Back the guy up, push him in the corner, try to make a raw with you.
This is a good opening fight for Ronald McCall, who had a good amateur career. He's shown some good things. The thing I've liked best about him, Gil, is the jab and movement.
Very, very good foot movement and a good snappy left jab. I'd like to see him in with a guy that opens up a little bit more to bring something out of him.
Sure.
You know, it's very difficult to fight a guy that just stays there like a turtle, you know, in complete defense.
Hands break, no punch.
This is almost like a clinic.
With a lot of the crowd having left, it's become very quiet. You can almost hear the instructions from the corner at ringside from trainer Francis Romano. There it is. You can hear the voices coming out of the corner.
Stiff jab. Go foul him. Go foul him.
Now, what is Brown doing now? Does he think he's winning the fight by any chance?
Deep breath. Take a deep breath.
Just don't understand.
Take a deep breath. Back with the jab.
Destined to become a perennial opponent.
With the head.
Oh, he won't get that much more work there, Sam. I mean, how many times can they use you if you don't make a fight out of it, and all of a sudden your record is 1-3, 1-4? Who needs you?
Relax, relax. Don't worry about it.
There's trainer Francis Romano.
Deep breaths. Watch his head.
Okay,
Deep breaths, Ron. Deep breaths. Suck it in there. Back with the stiff jab. Keep him away. Step off to the side.
Interesting that he reminds McCall as he yells in about breathing.
Keep the jab going, Ron.
That's to try to get him to relax. If you're a little too tight, you start breathing in gasps.
Back with the jab.
And this winds it up. And Ronald McCall's pro debut should be a successful one. It looks like he's controlled the fight from beginning to end. Not an exciting fight by any means, but for Ronald McCall, it'll be a very good start to his pro career. We'll be back with the decision on this 4-round bout in just a moment.
January and
Back at Madison Square Garden's Felt Forum, here comes the decision. Ed Darian will give it to us.
Ladies and gentlemen, judges Victor Suarez and Carol Castellano each score 4-0. And Judge Danny Whalen, he observed it at 3-1 for the winner by unanimous decision in his professional boxing debut, Ronald McCall.
No surprise there. Ronald McCall wins it easily and is 1-0. Mike Brown now 1-2-2. Happiness is a victory in your pro debut. We'll be back to wrap it up here at Fight Night at the Felt Forum in just a moment.